Uh, Hello, can you hear me? I hope everything is set okay because I've never done anything like this before. So if you can hear me and see me correctly, please uh, give me a chat feedback. Hey guys, hello. I guess I must go up a little bit. Hello, Ladu. Hi. Hello. Hi, everyone. Celtic Knight, how are you? Everything's okay. I've sent you Discord message, but you still have not responded. Hey Kuzo, how are you? Hey Synergy, how are you? Hope everything is okay. Oh, okay. You saw it. I am waiting for your piece so we can complete that collaboration. Yeah, I need a new one, a new version of the song. So let's wait for about 10 people to be. Well, we are already 7, I think. It's okay. We can even start talking. Not the MIDI file, just a new one that is not mastered. Because if you sent me an already mastered file, and I have some problems with that because of volume balances. Let's check my message more quickly. What do you mean? Okay, so I've been good. Everything is okay. I'm always working on new music and always keeping the pace with life. I'm good. I missed it. Hope you everyone is okay. Okay, there are 10 people live. So I've done this live video and I can assure you that it is a really difficult thing for me to do. You can even notice that I am not that good in keeping eye contact with the camera, but I Rob, very nice of you. I'm not very good at keeping eye contact, but I'm a musician and not an actor, so please forgive me. I have done this live video because, as you know, I have just published my new album, which is called Save My Soul. So I wanted to collect some opinions, some ideas on the songs, some personal preferences about which song has been your favorite one. So I am here to listen to some questions and maybe your personal opinion um, about the songs that are included in the album. Okay, Pier Francesco already asks, are there any specific composers or musicians who have influenced your style? Yes, a lot. A lot of musicians have influenced my style. Um, mm, Hello, Mark. Hope you're okay. Thank you for being here. I really much appreciate it. Yes, so I can really say many musicians have influenced my style and my music. Adrian von Ziegler, of course, Peter Gandry, Nox Arcana, just to name a few. But I have a classical background, so many other composers, like even the really big ones like Beethoven, Mozart, or even Mahler, which is really my favorite composer. I have had influences from metal music too, from even pop music. Yes, I have listened a lot of music throughout my life, so I have influences from everywhere. But specifically from my style, I can cite Adrian von Ziegler, Peter Gandry and Nox Arcana, as I said before. Synergy asks, I will be listening. Mahler is amazing. Yeah, he is. You know that. I will be listening to the new album soon. Thank you. What was your favorite song to compose? Oh, okay. I think I will need to check the song list to know which song has been really my favorite. So I am just opening a tab because I really need to confront all the songs to know which one was my favorite. I can certainly say that the most difficult one has been "Save My Soul" because "Save My Soul" metal song which with vocals, and I am not really good at vocals, so I really had to do my best and to work with mixing to make something that was appreciable. So yes, that was definitely the most difficult one. The one I enjoyed the most in composing, I think, was has been, well, I would say really the very first one, which is Anime di Medium Mea, because of the meaning of the song. I composed this song for my girlfriend, and she really inspired me. The song, it was the most fun because the process has really been a search for the right feelings, and it really pushed me in doing that. So yes, that was the most fun to compose and definitely my favorite one. Yes, Celtic, Nordic, and Gothic music are great, Ladu. That's why, because um, I picked these styles. I even if I'm not really sure these are the only one I will stick to. But probably I will try to include new styles like Dark Academia that I already started composing, and yes, that's the beauty of uh, this approach to music. Yeah, you can just do whatever you enjoy doing. Then, yeah, Pier Francesco and KD Elotmani are really talking to each other there. Um, Un Vampiro Cattolico says, well, for me, is a very good album. I was drawing my pixel art with that specific album because it makes the need a reason to be saved. So that tells me a gray color. Yes, thank you. Gray is really the color of the album. I can say, and I'm really glad you found inspiration in your work. I don't know if you agree in me telling here publicly what your work is about. So if you want, I can give a little sneak. So just tell me. Hello, Chiara. Love you. Karim asks, I appreciate you including the soft spoken voice in the same voice track. Was that your voice? Yes, that was my voice, heavily processed with lots of reverb to make it sound um, as huge as I could. And it took me lots of tweaks because I am not really a recording musician. I have just worked throughout my music journey with sampled sounds. So recording gives me a bit of a headache when it comes to using microphones and all of that stuff. So yes, that was my voice, and thank you for appreciating it because it really took an effort to do that. Just wanted to say your hair is awesome. Well, thank you. It's really a pain to draw them out because, as you can see, my hair is really curly, and it takes really an effort to grow them out. Ladu asks, Fenrir is a well-known song. Fenrir is Norse mythology. In Norse mythology, is a gigantic wolf who is the son of the trickster god Loki. Yes. As I already said in the Fenrir video, um, it really intrigued me, its figure, because of its dimension. Yes, I can definitely say that the huge dimensions of Fairy was what really impressed me. The fact it is really a gigantic creature was the factor that really sparkled my interest and pushed me to make that song, because it really, even if that's, I've read somewhere on down on the Fenrir song, the Fenrir video, or hymn to Fenrir. I don't remember which one. Somebody there wrote, Fenrir is a bad creature. Is basically the enemy. Why should we hymn to him? To it? I don't know. Well, just because it's power. Uh, I think that bad and good. Hi, Moonwatcher. Hello. Bad and good doesn't really mean too much when it comes to mythology and religion, because what really means is the symbolism in it. Um, yes, so I'm not really sure you can hear me well. If the sound is too low, please tell me. Um, so, uh, always about the same voice. Karim asks, "What is the voice saying?" I don't really remember what I was saying, because it was everything improvised. Is that the right term? I don't know. I just came up with the lyrics while I was doing the recording, so I don't really remember that. I'm pretty sure that if I would listen, if I could listen to it, I would remember. But I think it's something I can't recall. I just remember something like, "And you and me will have the same voice" in the very ending, but I don't remember what came first. Marquise asks, "Do you draw on personal experiences to influence the mood of your Gothic compositions?" Yes, I do. In my teen years, I really felt lots and lots of pain because of different reasons. I really was uh, in pain. Um, and I started to feel in this certain way in that specific period of my life. Even if I really if I go back to my uh, uh, Karim, how do you say infancia in English? I don't remember that. Please, can you write it to me? Childhood, yes, sorry, childhood. In If I go back to my childhood years, I, um, I remember me to being drawn towards the gothicness, certain kinds of music and mood, and games and settings. Yes, so there really was the seed of gothic in me. But then when I started to feel all of this pain in my teen years, it really clicked in me, and I felt the urge first to find some gothic music to listen to. I really remember going specifically on YouTube and searching gothic music, gothic piano music, even if I don't really think I ever listened to it before. But I did this research, and everything in my own imagination now and from that time on really has this kind of gothic aura around it. My whole life is permeated, if that is a word, with this. It really feeds my creativity. much more than Gothic, than Celtic, than Nordic, and wherever else I compose. I'm sure that if I had to pick just one genre, one style to compose, that would definitely be Gothic, because everything in my life screams to me Gothic. So yes, thank you for the question mark. If you want to say something about the surprise to make some vibrations, I'll be good with your choice. Okay. We are working. I am landing the music, but my friend here is working on a really interesting video game, and I think that this will be his first one. So I will be sure to tell everyone about the game when it will be out. Hello Lillo, hope you are well. Spero che stai bene. Tutto a posto, insomma. Ladu asks, what was it like composing sad emotional music? Ah, that's an interesting question. Composing sad music is always something cathartic, if this is a word. You feel like being drained of your bad emotions, and you put them in the music. Yeah, I know that it's a strange choice to always compose sad music and something like that, but it's just a matter of what I need to do to give shape to my feelings and to set me free from them. I just need. It is painful at times, and very often I just understand what I've done in a song later on. It's not immediately clear to me that um, I am trying to force some bad feelings out of me. But when some time has passed and I have a clearer picture of that time in my mind, I can understand that um, I have done I have tried to put that bad in music, or that sadness, if not bad. So yes, I think this is what it's like for me to compose sad music. Pier Francesco asks, do you have a favorite piece in general, and if so, what makes it special to you? I have lots of favorite pieces. If I were to call one, I would say that is the third movement of the first symphony of Mahler, which is a really slow piece. It's called a canon because of the classical music style. And yes, that is it. But I have lots of other favorite pieces. For example, in this period, I'm really enjoying Arcana music, and I am in love with how was that called? I have always on play, but I can't recall the name right now. Probably because I am a little nervous. Sweet Little Child or something like that. Yeah, and it's really a piece that is playing with my feelings because of the lyrics and because of the mood. I love that mood. What makes in general pieces special to me? I think that it is what they can unconsciously um, peak, I don't know, unconsciously tickle, yeah, inside of me. And as for composing music, I really understand later what a specific piece of music is steering, yeah, inside of me. And yeah, that's what makes pieces special to me. Lillo asks, perché hai scelto My Sacrifice come titolo? Ti rispondo in italiano e poi in inglese. Perché sento che la mia vita a volte è un sacrificarsi. So che il sacrificio è ricambiato, però sento che anche io offro un sacrificio. What Lilo asked is basically, why did you choose My Sacrifice as a title for your song, I guess? And that's because I feel that life is like offering a sacrifice to someone or to the whole mankind. Yes, and and I feel that I am really sacrificed at times. I know that I am receiving that sacrifice back, but yeah, that's how I feel, and that's how I decided to do. And it's funny that because My Sacrifice is probably the fastest piece in the apart from Save My Soul in the album, but yes. Please, besides the questions that I will ask, please, I would really love to read your opinions about the album, even if someone already wrote them. I would love to know what you think about Save My Soul. Da dove trai ispirazione, which means where do you get your inspiration from? Traggo ispirazione da tutto, dalle esperienze di vita, dai libri, da altra musica e dalla necessità di riuscire a lasciare un segno sulla terra prima che io muoia. I get my inspirations for my music from books, from especially dark tales like Poe ones, from other music. Really, really, a lot of music inspire me to compose maybe something similar, something that can convey that same mood from my own personal experiences, as I said before, and from the will to leave something to mankind before I die, even if that can sound pretty extreme, but that's the truth. I really feel the urge to make something for humanity. To feed my dogs in conditions. Okay, thank you for having been here. Yes. See you soon. Thank you. Can I ask you something? Sure, Moonwatcher. I'm here specifically to ask all of the questions. Which songs, Rob asks, which is a friend of mine, asks, who is a friend of mine? Which songs inspired you to make this kind of music? I guess the very first song I felt inspired by was one from Nox Arcana that I found on a YouTube video with a Tim Burton video. And that was a Labyrinth of Dreams. It was so magical, so dreamy that I immediately felt the will to make something similar and so mystical, so arcane. I felt the urge to do that. Yes. Thank you for the question. Karim asks, are you satisfied with the end result of this album? Do you feel there were technical improvements over your previous work? Yes, I'm not completely satisfied. That's very simple, I think, because I'm not too much of a perfectionist. So when a song is done, for me, is done. I am not really that kind of person that goes back to revisiting old works, because my feelings are very fast to pass. So when I feel that something is complete and there is no way I go back to do that, to work on it again. So I definitely think that if I had a different attitude, I could have done better. But I think there is much a really great, big, a really, yeah, big improvement over my previous work, because I am really learning lots of things about mixing every day, really learning lots of things on dealing with moods, and with music production in general, and even with music composition. Even if to compose this kind of music, I must unlearn this many things I've learned in the past. But yes, lots of technical improvements, and I am really glad about that. I am really sure that when my music will have reached a more mature technical aspect, it will be much easier for me to be more satisfied with it, and to even to reach more people. Yes, my music needs to mature a bit, I think. Thank you for the question. Pier Francesco, I noticed a sort of influence of sacred music in some of your music. Is only an impression or is it true? It's incredibly true. My second album, I think, no, even my very first one, which is a totally different genre that I um, respect to what I do now than what I do now. Um, I am very strongly influenced by sacred music. The very first album I put together was called Canti di solitudine e sacralità, which means songs of sacredness. Is that a word of sacrality? I don't know. And solitude. Sacred music is one of the most interesting kind of music that I have learned through in my whole life. It is incredibly interesting, and it really takes me from my heart and my head and brings me to other places. And so yes, I tried, and I always try to convey this kind of music. Yes, what I really try to do with Gothic music is give the idea of a big cathedral. And cathedral, I think, immediately inspire sacredness in whoever watches them. So yes, sacred music is a very important part of my music and of who I am in general. That is true, not an impression. Moonwatcher, your musically is mightily good. Thank you. I listen to all of your songs and I don't feel alone anymore. That's incredibly valuable for me. Thank you for saying that. I felt so much loneliness in the past that one of my goal with music was to reach like-minded people, like-hearted people, more like-minded, and to help them, and to reach for them, to make them feel not alone. Besides me expressing myself. Yes, thank you. Then he keeps asking, oh she, I don't know, sorry. Do you have any advice for aspiring musician? I'm a bit old. Never too old for music. Tell me, what do you mean? Would you like to compose music or just to play an instrument? Please, if you can specify that, I can give you a more detailed answer. But that you're old, I really think that means nothing. It should not. It won't hinder your process. Meanwhile, I will uh, reply to Mark other question, which is there a Gothic story that may have influenced this recent collection of songs? Um, I I really think that before going through this um, this album idea, I really went through a reread of many of Poe tales, besides your one, Mark, yours. And I think that the Gothic story that keeps me inspiring every time I read it, and definitely has inspired some part of Save My Soul are Ligeia and Berenice. Um, if you know the Ligeia tale, and you obviously do. I am talking for the others at the moment. Um, Ligeia is an extremely knowledgeable. I don't know. Is a woman of vast culture, and the main character, which I think does not specify his name, is really drawn by her because she shows him the most hidden aspects of existence, like metaphysics. And what I really think that the main character of Ligeia really has this will to be saved, really asks to Ligeia to be saved. Please save my soul, is what I've always read, I think, in that tale. So yes, that is probably the Gothic tale that inspired that song. But beside that, while I was in the process of composing some songs of this album, I was even writing down some tales of mine which are really Gothic, and I'm really sure that now and then I will share with you guys some of my tales and my writings. If I think some of you may be interested in that. So yeah, Ligeia, and maybe even one of my own tales. Um, Watcher has not replied yet, but I will try to answer the same. If you want to play, just play an instrument. Okay, I can play some instruments, but I want to compose. Composing is not really that hard. You just must know some chord theory, which is not really hard at all. You can find tutorials everywhere. No need to study too much. You just must know chords and how to use them together. You must learn some basic function of the chords, like the tonic chord, if that is how it is called in English. I don't know. And the dominant, for example, and the subdominant to create a sense of progress and a story with your music. Once you can do that, you just have to play around with notes that are from the chord notes to avoid bad sounds, and that will turn out perfectly fine. Yeah, it is obviously not that easy. It takes some time to learn, but if you already can play some instrument, so you also have already a musician here, it won't be too hard. Just take a keyboard and start learning some chord theory, and you will be perfectly fine. It's not that hard. If you want some other advices, I am always you can certainly contact me on Facebook, and I will reply to you. Yeah, Celtic Knight says, yes, it's not too hard. It comes with time and work. He is definitely right. Composing takes some time to just be learned, but then it's not too hard to do. Um, you just have to take some courage to play around. Breaking the ice can be difficult, but not what comes then. Thank you. I want you to know your music inspired me to follow my dream and to keep living. That's incredibly, as I said before, valuable for me, especially the very first part, to keep living. Thank you. It is me to thank you because of being so um, nice to me. I think that an artist and a musician is not too much without people uh, appreciation and um, nice receiving, if that's the way to tell that, to say that, of his music. So it is me to thank you. Um, Battle, hello. I will soon read your message. Ladu was first. What's Forsaken about? And do you about Gregorian chant music? Maybe do you listen? I don't know what he wanted to say. Maybe do you listen? What's Forsaken about? Forsaken is about the very feeling to be forsaken, indeed. As you may remember, I put that very big cathedral image on the thumbnail of the music, and that's because it really uh, fit the song mood. I want you to know that I give titles in a very subjective way. I think that a song of mine could easily be called in a way or another, but what really pushes me to a certain title more than another is what I am feeling in that moment. And it is what makes me call a song in a way or another. Yes, I do listen lots of Gregorian chant music, especially in the past, more than now. Do you know about music with Gregorian chants? Yes, of course I do. Lots of um music. I have listened in the past with the Gregorian chants, and I must admit that I really enjoy chants with women, because I think that women voice is much more evocative than men one. But I understand that a Gregorian chants can call for a certain mood. Yes, but I do know lots of music, especially for from medieval era. So Battled said, I wish you write a story with your music videos. The last one you wrote was really cool. I love it. Winning your new amazing music. Good luck, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for being always so kind with me, for wishing good luck and everything. Yes, I will try to make a new music video where I include some stories of mine. Maybe not in a rhyming story like the previous one, but I will definitely do that. Also because as I already said, I really want to share with you even my literature inclination. Yeah. Okay. Did I miss something? Mark said before, sorry. Do you have any plans to do a live stream performance? I am not really that much of a live performer. I can play, not too bad, but maybe not good enough to plan a live stream. Maybe I can do some soft piano, but because that's what the best I can do. I can try. I think maybe I will give it a try in the future, but nothing planned at the moment. Denmark asked, if you had one choice, which would you prefer? An ancient graveyard on a rainy fall day, or some after what? Of course, an ancient graveyard on a rainy fall day. Oh, of course. Even if where I do live, there is not too much of a cold climate, I will always prefer fall and winter over summer. Spring is okay, but summer and beach, even if I live, I think 200 meters away from the sea, I would never choose that over, especially if that's an ancient graveyard. Yeah, no way, no way. Of course, the very first one. Karim asks, do you have a favorite track in Save My Soul? Yes, the first one, Anima di Medium Mare, because it has a very special meaning about me and Chiara, which is who is my girlfriend, and that song is for her. Okay, I think no more questions are coming. So I will. wait for just 1 minute more to see if someone asks something, and then I will mm, close the stream. I think I've talked for 40 minutes now. Karim, why did you end the album with a metal track? Because mm, I thought that, something like the old bonus track, or hidden track thing that many musicians used to do in the past. Nox Arcana did that, I think, a pair of times or even more, because it breaks the atmosphere, and I think it gives something memorable at the end of an album. And I also understand that my music can be very repetitive. It's more of an ambience thing that just a listen thing. So I thought that ending it with the metal track would have been a nice idea to break the monotony and to give something to remember to the listener. And ultimately, just because I enjoyed the idea. Yeah. What music do you listen to when not writing or performing? I listen mainly metal music. And classical music. Yeah, I listen to lots of Vivaldi. Very nice. Yeah, Vivaldi. Quindi, so Baroque music. Lots of early 19th century. I don't know, music. So Mahler and others. And yeah, so lots of classical music, lots of metal music. I'm really enjoying doom metal at the moment. So bands like Draconian and other guys that do the same music. So I listen to Celtic Knight, that is here with us, I think. I listen to lots of Peter Gandry's music, lots of Adrian music. Yes, but it's always some kind of dark and melancholic music. Karim says, but if it's like a hidden track, why did you name the album after the metal track specifically? Okay, you're trying to trick me. Yes, Galtica, really, I do. I really loved. I don't remember the title, but I really loved your track with the Black Wolf as a cover, as a thumbnail. I don't remember the name, but it made lots of views, and I really think that is one of your best songs. Congratulations. Um, so I was saying, if it's like hidden track, what did you name the album after the metal track specifically? That's a nice question. Yeah, Wolf Spirit. Yeah, it didn't really want to be a hidden track. I only wanted to say that I had my inspiration for the fact that it was a completely different style track from all what came first. My dog, he's here. Um, but nothing more than that. It didn't want to be specifically a hidden track. Thanks to you, Celtic Knight, and it's my pleasure. I love enjoying listening to good music. Thanks for taking the time to chat with us. Always a pleasure, and of course, it's always a pleasure to work with you. Yes, the pleasure is mine because chatting with you is a pleasure for me first because I really want to bound with people who enjoy my work, and it makes me really happy to do this. It's a pleasure to work with you for me too, and I really love your puppet theater. And I think that people who are here may have seen my Facebook posts with your work, so the pleasure is mine. Okay, I think we're done. Thank you everyone for being here and for your questions. I think that what you told me about Save My Soul has been pretty nice. It seems you had fun listening to it. So thank you for listening to it. I am always here for new questions, even in private or in the comment of my songs. Thanks, Gatin. I hope you maybe one day you will do the same thing, even without showing your face if you're not comfortable in doing so. It would be really interesting for me as well. So thank you everyone for participating, and see you very soon with new music. Goodbye, everyone.